All right, look. So y'all know on my channel, we get straight to the content. So listen, there's a lot of ways I could start this video off. A lot of different topics that came up. I ain't recorded in a minute, so I'm gonna just give y'all my opinions on something. I might do like a little podcast type vibe. Let me see if I could get to like 200 like views and shit. I'll do a little podcast. So the most recent thing that's popping off, Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away. R.I.P. to the bull. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up watching Buddy and shit like that. And he was still on TV. Like, I see my sister watching the show. He might be in it. So he was still chasing the bag, still acting. You know what I'm saying? He passed away, R.I.P., in like a drowning accident. So the biggest thing on the timeline, it's always Melissa Ford. But it don't always got to be Melissa Ford. Because if you're a JBP fan like me, you got to know how Melissa Ford is at this point. So she did a interview with him on her Hot and Bothered. Don't watch the shit. I don't watch it. I'm not saying don't watch the interview. I'm saying I don't watch it, right? But people was mad that she backtracked and titled her video, his last interview. And people like, yo, that's corny. Like, that's the stuff that DJ Vlad be doing. And it's just like, yeah, it's corny that Melissa Ford did that. And I do put respect that Melissa Ford had him on the show for him to have, like, we do have a lasting impression of him where we get to listen to him talk about his life and everything like that. So that's dope, right? But everybody was coming at Melissa Ford because she went back and changed the title of her video to his last interview after Malcolm Jamal Warner's death type shit. You know what I'm saying? So people like, yo, that's not sensitive, that's ignorant, yo, why you doing that? Yo, why are y'all surprised Melissa Ford did that, bro? Melissa Ford do not like black men. How, like, I don't understand. Like, this is where me as a consumer, and I love content, and I understand, like, content creators got to make content. Why are y'all surprised she don't like black men? She on the JBP talking about how ugly her dad is, right? They'll grade it. I don't know what her dad looked like. But Joe Buttons and Flip, they was like, nah, he just looked like an old school type black bull. You know what I'm saying? But she like, oh no, oh God, his looks. Melissa Ford, outside of your body, girl, you not easy on the eyes either. You got a strong ass face, baby. You kind of look awkward. And I got respect for Melissa Ford. Like I said, a lot of us do. We grew up with Melissa Ford. Some of us brothers was smacking our hand with Melissa Ford. But Melissa Ford calling her dad ugly. Like, girl, you ain't that fucking beautiful in the face neither. You ain't Halle Berry in the face. And then it's just every time it has to do with black men or even her father, it's always something negative, bro. But I'm used to Melissa Ford, so even like when the Joe Budden's podcast talking about black men and it's time for Melissa Ford's opinion, I gotta like zoom in and like hurry up and fast forward because I don't want to hear her opinions or ideologies about black men because she got mad bitterness. I touched on this in another video. She went through shit with her dad. She don't respect black men. It is what it is type shit. You know what I mean? Like, even when, like, one time they had a conversation and she was like, oh, well, I learned early on not to deal with the rappers. I only dealt with the CEOs. Bitch, stop. You know them rappers was clapping them cheeks. I don't know why you act like that. Like, she the only video vixen that acts like that. And I understand she educated, but she be dumb at the same time. Like, I'm not even going to spend too much time talking about Melissa Ford because at this point, we know how she is when it comes to black men. She's very, very toxic. And it's a deep-rooted history with that. You know what I'm saying? Also, I was listening, and this is I'm not trying to sound arrogant. I'm a regular warehouse worker. I'm a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be real with shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Ari Spears was doing a little radio interview with Big Boy, right? Ari Spears talking about like he East Coast bias and he never felt no other rappers like that, and he said he always thought Ice Cube was whack, right? He was making a mockery. He said he don't like his acting, he don't like his rapping or nothing. Hey yo, as a 40-year-old man, listen, I don't agree with Joe Buttons and Ish when they come at Ice to a certain extent. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know, listen, if you follow the channel, I be having allergies when I record outside. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. But I'm not the one that says, oh, you got to be outside to hear, like, to know certain shit. Like, I'm not even that type guy, right? But we got to start looking at the people that are trying to have cultural relevance and really seeing if they are, do they have the ability to talk about it. Ari Spears is talking about Ice Cube, and he's like coming at him, right? Why the fuck are we listening to what Ari Spears got to say? Like, yo, not for nothing. Before Ari Spears got popping, and he not popping to me, he popping to y'all. But I do recognize him and shit. I have seen him on shows and do comedy. I don't think bull funny. I'm not hating. But no Diddy, when I look at Ari Spears, like, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't even think you was like, all right. So a lot of us, we don't live in the hood no more, right? But we all grew up in the hood. So this urban culture is our culture type shit, right? I don't think Ari Spears was a nigga that was like outside when like all the niggas was outside, bro. I don't think he was outside slapboxing with niggas. I don't think he was outside playing basketball with niggas or playing basketball against the old head drug dealers. Like, I don't think he this hood nigga, but he talks like he's this crazy hood nigga, bro. Like, even like Ari Spears is a nigga that's stuck in the 90s. Like, you'll listen to him, he'll be like, yeah, that shit is garbage. Garbage. Why are you still talking like that? Like, some of these niggas, like, even like Mark Lamont Hill, if you watch my interview, my other videos, it's just like, yeah, Mark Lamont Hill, you from Philly, but are you from Philly? Ari Spears, you from where you from, but are you really from where you from, nigga? Did niggas really know you on that block? Was you outside active on that block? I'm not talking about on some drug dealing. Like, was you like a nigga though? Like, was niggas checking to make sure that, like, yo, Ari Spears, there's a party popping in the hood, you gotta come through? Nah, nigga. I don't think so, bro. So when you talking about cultural relevant shit, like, nigga, you not really in the culture like that. You in the culture because you a black American, but nigga, you wasn't getting to it, bro. I don't be wanting to hear these old niggas that probably didn't get bitches for a long time, bro. Like, when it comes to Mark Lamont Hill and like Ari Spears, and it's like a certain demographic of black men, it's just like, hey, yo, if you ain't start getting boxed until you was popping, and if you ain't start popping your shit until you was popping, I don't want to hear from you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you wasn't out there. You was just a scout. A lot of us was out here players, like, not players on some players, but like players, like, we was active. We was running around with the chicks. We was playing basketball. We was slapboxing. We was boxing. We was in tune with the hood. These niggas that have this hood swagger like Ari Spears, I don't think they really in tune with the hood, bro. They always the niggas that got a tough cousin, so they feel tough. Like, nigga, you didn't do no tough shit. You didn't do no street shit. You probably wasn't even in tune with rap like that. And like, rap is more than just music. It's a culture. So it's like it's more than a culture, it's a feeling. So like Ari Spears, if you had to be around certain shit to even know the feeling of a Ice Cube song playing. Or like certain shit, like Ari Spears is just a lame nigga to me. I'm sorry. He got money, he's successful, shout outs to him. He just lame. So when he be talking certain shit, like, well, why I gotta hear this nigga's opinion? And why y'all even platforming this nigga that might not be this nigga? Because even he popping now and he's really not that nigga. So like, I don't know. I don't really fuck with Ari Spears like that. And I wish y'all start interviewing this bull on some shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Because like, nigga, you're kind of corny. You're kind of doofy. It's like Mark Lamont Hill. When Mark Lamont Hill say he's from Philly, boy, you went from the house to the train station. And then to where you had to go, nigga. You went from point A to point B. Nigga, you wasn't outside with the niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Jersey nigga. But I was out there getting it shaking, no Diddy with the Philly niggas, bro. So I know how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to touch on those two subjects because, like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know. Motherfuckers is innate.